Alright, hello, I'm Pyric. I'm gonna show you how to clone my GitHub repository or any GitHub repository in general. And this isn't gonna be a tutorial on how to download like a text editor. I'm just going to show you how to open and clone a repository. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is, if you're using Visual Studio Code, when you open it, it's going to pull up this page, this welcome page. From here, you can just click Clone Git Repository, and you could just search up, like in my README here, or any other wherever, you can just type in the name of this plus the name of the user who created it. So it's pretty much just this URL, this first part of this URL here. So in Visual Studio Code, you would click Clone Git Repository, you would paste in this, you would click Clone from GitHub, or just Clone from URL, Clone from GitHub, and you'd paste your repository, click on it, and it'll give you a file to open wherever you want it to save to. So I'm just gonna create a temporary file just so I can show you how to do it. You would create a file, select as repository, and then once this page pulls up, this means that it's actually saved the files onto your computer. So once this pulls up, you just click open, and then you have it. And then if you want to trust them, sure. This is just saying you want to allow it to work, I guess. And then from here, on my repository at least, if you're watching this specifically for my repository, you go to this main.py file right here, and you click this run in the top corner. And then from here, you'll see it do something in the terminal down at the bottom, and it shows up. Okay, so now if you're using any text editor or code editor other than Visual Studio Code, there is a different way to do it. I don't use anything other than Visual Studio Code, so I'm not exactly sure if there's specific ways. But the general way to do it is to go to this code on your repository, copy this link, and then from there, if you open command prompt, you can cd. This command is like C directory, so you're opening a folder there. So if I were to say cd programming, you can see that this, in my files, this will open to, I started off on my hard drive, which is D, which is where this started here. And then I open it up into programming. So you see how now it starts in programming, which means it's in this file. And then from there, you can type make directory. So it's mkdir, which creates a folder in there. And I'm going to say example. And then if we go back into here, you can see there's an example folder in here with nothing in it. And then from there, this is assuming you have the GitHub app or the GitHub whatever installed. If you have it installed, if not, go look up a tutorial for that. If you do have it installed, you can type git clone and then paste in that URL. You might want to cd into the directory that you created first, so it doesn't save it onto like this whole folder. So what I did was I did cd example, so now I'm open in this folder. And then from here, I can type git clone, paste in that, and now it's going to clone it. So you can see now the repository is in here with all of the files. And then now if I go back to Visual Studio Code, I can select open folder and go to this folder, example data sorting, select it, and now I have all of this stuff again. And you can trust or not, I do it because it's my files. And then to run it from here, you just open the main file again, click run, it'll show this stuff up, and then it'll pull up the window. Alright, thank you all for watching. I hope this helped you in any way, even if you're just watching just for the fun of it. See ya.